Okay, hi guys.
Okay, hi guys. Hey, hi guys. Hey, hi guys. Hey, hi guys.
Let me just take that off. That was weird, a bit of an echo there. Welcome to the 3D market commentary for today. Today is September the 13th. It is Monday, so hopefully you guys had a great weekend and a great trading week ahead. My name is Becky. My email address is becky@tradictive.com. There's also support@tradictive.com, so you can email us if you have any questions. Just before we go on to show you what the 3D market commentary is, let me show you another place that you can go to ask questions. So let me bring that up. That's this one here. This link here, tradewithufos.com/Becky, which is at the top there. You can use that and you can get yourself a free Trade with UFOs membership at the top there. And then you can scroll down and ask questions in this area. What's good about asking questions in this area is that the question becomes public, which means the answer is also public and we all learn from that space. So if you're comfortable to do so, please do ask questions there. Okay, so let's go through and have a look at our 3D market commentary. So let's bring it up. So we've got our charts, which are there, and we've got our 3D market commentary, our newsflash that we send out every day. So every day we send out an email that has information on 5 of the major markets in the world, looking at 3 elements each. That's why we call it a 3D approach or a 3D market commentary. So this is what we look at. First things first is upcoming market direction. Where do we have probabilities? Up, down, nowhere. Therefore, do we buy, sell, do nothing? Now we use an app to help us, which is this app here. It's called AutoClimate. It's a free app on most platforms you can use it on. And what it allows us to do is see where the probabilities are. So if we have a thick red dot, that tells us probability is downwards. So we should probably look to sell. If we have a thick blue dot, that tells us probability is upwards. So we should probably look to buy. If it's a thin dot of either colour, either one of these, that tells us probability is neither direction, therefore best that we do nothing. So it helps us answer that question, and we use this technology in everything that we do when we trade, because we want to at least know where the probabilities are and therefore what we're going to be doing before we go any further than that. So that's auto climate or market climate that we're looking at. Then we want to look at buy and sell UFOs, unfilled orders. So this helps us because by knowing where the buyers are and knowing where the sellers are, that helps us know where to buy and sell. Places where we have better probability, lower risk, higher reward. So if we have green UFOs like these ones, these show us where the buyers are, and it gives us the prices on the right hand side between which prices we have those buyers. Now if price goes up, the only reason it goes up is because there's more buyers than sellers. So we want to know where the buyers are so that we can buy with them, more likely to push price up. Sell orders are in these red UFOs, and again it tells us the prices on the right hand side. If we want to sell, we want to sell with a bunch of other sellers because they are more likely to push the price down. So we want to know where they are so we can sell with them. So we use this technology to help us figure out where to buy and sell once we've figured out whether or not to buy or sell. Then we want to know market volatility. How quickly are these markets expected to move? So we'll have a look at each of these elements per market. So first one is the S&P 500, which is the top US 500 stocks. Now what I'm just going to do here, I wasn't going to, but it's annoying having that at the bottom. It takes up a little bit of space that I'd rather get rid of. So there we go. We have a little bit more room there to see what's going on the screen. Okay, so with the S&P 500, top 500 US stocks, that's what it is, that's what we're looking at. We're looking at the ES, which is the futures contract for it, which for those of you that don't know what that means, essentially we are just looking at a representation of US stocks right now. Now we have a, sorry, didn't mean to do that. We have a confirmed downwards climate, a thick red dot there, that's probability to the downside. By the way, this is on a daily chart. Each of these charts we're looking at on a daily time frame, okay? So, probability to the downside on a daily chart. Now usually this market would go down for 3 candles and we're on candle number 2. So still within what's usual in terms of a usual move to the downside. Now we also have sell orders that have appeared just above us there at 45,049.50 to 4549.50 to 4485.50, and then we have buy orders just here at 4440.50 to 4347.75. Essentially what we have is sell orders just above us, buy orders just below us, kind of fighting each other. We've got sellers and buyers at a similar area in the context of a downwards climate. So overall, if you had to pick a direction, then you have 2 points to the downside, right? So you've got sellers in the climate pushing it down and sellers in a UFO pushing it down. But we do have buyers here pushing back upwards. So not all of the probabilities that we would want. If you had to call it one way or the other, it would be more likely to move to the downside. Now, I'm using words like likely or probability, right? I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen. This is all based off of technology and statistics. In statistics, you have things that, of course, are not they are the anomaly, they're not the rule. Of course things happen that are unexpected. Of course you might want to add more things into this to increase your probability. But for us, we want to at least know where the probability lies before we do anything. So for the S&P at the moment, probability slightly to the downside. Now in terms of volatility, we expect movement up or down in 1 year of 19.54%, which in a day is 55.04 points up or down. In a week is 121.16 points up or down, and in a month is 252.22 points up or down. So that's the S&P. Now moving on to the next market, which is oil. In the meantime, says there about educating yourself, just at the top there. We do a bunch of courses on stocks, futures, forex, backtesting, trading plan, psychology. So by all means, take any one of those courses if you think they'll help you. Most of them come with a 3-month complimentary access to the apps. Now, AutoClimate is a free app on most platforms. You can use it on anyway. AutoUFOs is a paid-for app. Depending on which platform you use, depends on the cost. So check that out if you want to. You can subscribe directly to it. You don't have to do a course. But oftentimes, if you do a course and you get 3 months complimentary access, it's actually cheaper to do a course and get the UFOs than it is to just do the UFOs. So you can check that out, see what works best for you. So oil, we have an unconfirmed climate. See, it says confirmed no, and we have a thin dot there. Basically, not enough probabilities either way. So we'll do nothing. We'll change market, change time frame. No need to trade something that doesn't have probabilities, at least in one direction. Now we have sell orders up here at 74.23 to 72.93, and buy orders down here at 60.77 to 58.73. These have already worked way back here. Price hit the buyers and went up from there. That's what we expect price to do, is go up when it hits buyers. That's why we want to know where the buyers are. At the moment, we're not close enough to either of these sets of orders to really see much impact from them today, more than likely. So overall, undecided on oil at the moment. Now, in terms of movement, we'd expect oil to go up and down in 1 year of 33.54%. In a day, it's 1.49 points up or down. In a week, 3.28 points up or down. And in a month, 6.83 points up or down. So that's oil. Let's move on to the next market, which is gold. So gold, if I do that. Gold has a confirmed downwards climate, so a thick red dot there, probability downwards. Usually this market would go down for 7 candles. I've just rounded that up. And we're on candle number 4, meaning that we are coming to the end, or kind of in the middle / towards the end of a usual movement to the downside, but still room for it to continue to move down based on what usually happens. We have sell orders here at 1866 to 1804.4, so sell orders closer to us. Buy orders down here at 1759.6 to 1742.6. Overall probability down here on a daily chart. Now, in terms of volatility, we'd expect movement up or down in 1 year of 15.15%, which is 17.1 points up or down in a day, 37.63 points up or down in a week, and 78.34 points up or down in a month. So that's gold. Okay, just to say here, with coaching and support, we offer a lot of coaching and support for free, so you can join us on, watch our YouTube videos on Facebook, LinkedIn, things like that. We post things. You can get a whole bunch of things like that for free, and you can email us if you have questions and things like that. We do also have a closed coaching community, which is a small monthly fee that gives people access to more of our time in a closed environment. So check that out if that's of interest to you, but otherwise there's loads of support and coaching that you can get for free. Okay, so next market is the US dollar. The US dollar is responsible for about 80% of transactions worldwide daily. Be aware of it. Whether you trade it or not, be aware of it. It's something that will impact most other markets you could possibly be trading. So with this, we have a confirmed upwards climate, probability upwards. Usually, the market goes up for 5 candles, and we're on candle number 1, so room for it to continue up. We also have buy orders just below us at 92.31 to 91.8, and we have sell orders above us at 93.75 to 93.455. Overall probability up here for the time being with the dollar. Now with the dollar, we'd expect it to move up or down in 1 year of 5.11%, which in a day is 0.3 points up or down, in a week 0.66 points up or down, and in a month 1.37 points up or down. So that's the US dollar. Okay, next market is backed Bitcoin. So backed Bitcoin is, or Bitcoin in general, is obviously not as old as the other markets, so we don't know how long it usually goes up or down for. We don't have enough data on that yet. What we do know is we have a confirmed downwards climate at the moment, a thick red dot there, probability downwards. Now usually, now we do have buy and sell orders. We have buyers here at 41,460 to 47,437.5. And then we have sell orders here at 57,975 to 54,500. So at the moment, more likely that it will go down. It's kind of on its way down to these buyers, and probably once it hits, it'll probably go up. But for the time being, probability downwards. Now with Bitcoin, we'd expect it to move up or down in a year of 92.01%, which in a day is up or down by 2,579.84, up or down. In a week, it's up or down of 5,679.25, and in a month, it's up or down of 11,822.3. Okay, so that is Bitcoin. That's the end of the markets that we've looked at. We've looked at 5 different markets. For each of them, we've looked at where we have probability based on autoclimate, up or down or nowhere. We've looked at buy and sell UFOs, where we have buyers and sellers that could change things, push price up or down respectively. And we've looked at volatility, how quickly we expect the markets to move. Now, if you're interested in our courses or apps or things like that, and you want to talk to somebody about it first, you can self-schedule a clarification call with one of our experts. You can click that there on the newsletter. You get this newsflash if you subscribe for free to our free membership. To do that, you can go to tradewithufos.com/Becky. Sign up at the top there, click through the steps, and then you can come down here and ask questions as well if you have any questions. Now let me just round off with the, let's do this bigger now. Let's round off with the weekly economic calendar. So what we look at is we go to fxstreet.com, we go to the economic calendar there. We filter by high impact news. Basically, which news events that are scheduled to come out, which news reports that are scheduled to come out may increase volatility in the markets, may cause a little bit of craziness basically. So today we have news coming out on the euro and in the Australian dollar later on this evening. So check that out if you trade in those countries or if you trade those currencies, you might want to know about that. Okay, any other questions, you guys can email me, becky@tradictive.com, or go to tradewithufos.com/Becky. I will be back on Thursday with the next market commentary. In the meantime, my colleague Boyan will be doing it, so he will see you guys over the next coming days. If you have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, guys, have a great trading week, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.